Hello, good friends. Welcome to Inspirations by Robbie. Today we are going to discuss about heartbreak, signs of heartbreak, and how you should handle heartbreak in a good way. Now, heartbreak is a distress that you get after abandonment, rejection, or disappointment by someone. Usually, it's called heartbreak because it tears or it ties the heart into pieces because of what you are going through. Heartbreak is a pain that is associated to physical pain, whereby it is sent to the brain and it sends back to your heart, and then you feel the point of not doing anything to your life. You despair and you end up in depression. Heartbreak can lead to many things like suicidal thoughts, and many people have committed suicide just because of heartbreak. Now, some of the physical signs of heartbreak is you can have signs of vomiting, you can feel nauseousness, you can feel that you're tired, your muscles become tight, you can even constipate, and you can also have change of patterns in feeding. You can eat too much or too little. For ladies, they can experience changes in their menstrual flow. You can have low blood pressure, you can feel body pains, diarrhea, shortness of breath, and even headaches. And then we also have psychological signs of heartbreak, whereby you can feel fright, a lot of distress, whereby you feel like crying, you cry you're out, you feel sadness, you have a lot of worry, you feel frustrated, there is anger, and you can also feel guilt. These are some of the psychological signs that come out with heartbreak. Now, a psychiatrist known as Kubler came up with a pattern of dealing with heartbreak, and he named it Dabda. Dabda is an acronym of D, where D stands for denial, then A stands for anger, then B stands for bargaining, and then the other D stands for depression or despair, and then the last A stands for acceptance. Usually people might go through these all stages. Others cannot go all through these stages. They can pass through 3 or 2 or all through the stages, and then they go back to the first stage. Now we have denial, whereby a person might feel that this is not happening. It's like I'm dreaming. I cannot lose this person. It's not the real thing. And then we have anger, whereby the person can bring the frustration and is angry with everyone, himself or herself, the people around that person, even God himself. Is angry with God himself. And then we have the bargaining, whereby this person ends up asking questions. Why me? Why is this happening to me? But if I do something, this situation might change. The person bargains. If I do to God this, then God is not going to allow this to happen. If I was there, this could not have happened. That is the bargaining point, whereby a person is passing through the grief. And then we have this depression or despair. At this particular point, a person is depressed and might end up committing suicide or thinking about it. So this point is very difficult, and a person must pass through this when others are around this person. And then the last stage is acceptance, whereby the person accepts the situation and he or she believes that he can move on with life with everything that has changed. Now, how can you handle heartbreak? Point number 1. Remember, people are in your life for a reason and for a season. Know when seasons changes and know when reason changes. You have that particular job because of a particular reason. So when that reason is over and that season is over, don't push people to your next life who cannot help you. We also have a blessing and a lesson. People are in your life so that they can bless you, and they can also teach you a lesson. So don't push people to continue being there in your life, and they have taught you the lesson that you needed to understand. Understand your worth. What is your worth? What did God put you on earth to do? Do you care for yourself that you cannot cry on and on because of what is happening? And also, you can also get busy with your life. Don't stay indoors. You can start a hobby. You can You can help someone out there. You can help in household chores so that you don't feel the pressure that is in. We also have confidentiality. You can confide in someone who you think that you can talk to and can help you pass through the process well. They say that what does not kill you usually makes you strong. So if this situation hasn't killed you, then it has made you so strong. And because we have the physical signs of heartbreak that comes with it, there is this model known as NEWSTART that you can also use, which can really help you fight from within and from without. NEWSTART also is an acronym for N, whereby N stands for nutrition. You need to eat well. You need to get the right foods to your system. You don't run to the junk foods. You don't run to drugs. You don't run to foods that can only fill your stomach and make you more plump, or you don't eat completely and you become thin just because of depression or the heartbreak that you are undergoing. You can have to eat foods that are rich in nutrients and that can boost the happy hormones in your body. For example, bananas are good. Vegetables like kale, spinach are good. You can also eat nuts. You can also take foods that are rich in beans. In the NEWSTART, we also have exercise. When you go out there and you walk out of the sun and you walk, so that hormones are released from your body and the sad hormones go away and the happy hormones are released. Don't just sit in your bedroom and lock yourself up. Get out and walk. You can go to the gym. If you can't afford the gym, then you can have friends who you can walk with as you talk. In the NEWSTART, W stands for water. Water is very therapeutical, especially when someone is undergoing stress like heartbreak. Take water so that your body feels rejuvenated, your brain is boosted so that the happy hormones, the serotins and the dopamines can be released. Also, bathing is very important. You don't just stay indoors, you're not bathing. You get outside and bathe. Cold water is very nice because it will rejuvenate you and it will boost your energy. It will bring your body to alertness. So you consider bathing with cold water in the morning, which will keep you alert, and also in the evening so that you can have a good night sleep. In the NEWSTART, we also have S. S stands for sunlight. Sunlight is good for your skin. You go outside and you bask in the sun early in the mornings and late in the evenings so that it can be good. Don't just stay indoors. And then in the NEWSTART, we have T, where T stands for temperance. Temperance means you're doing good things in the way they should be done. And you're not taking other things excessively. You don't engage in drugs and substance abuse. You don't engage in watching movies. Drugs and substance abuse will just postpone the pain. And also the watching of movies will just postpone the pain. And when you come back to the world of reality, you find that the pain is still there. So you be temperate. Even in eating, you become temperate. Even when you are going outside to the sun, you become temperate. In doing good things, you become temperate. Don't take things excessively. Okay, in the NEWSTART also we have A, where A stands for air. You get outside and you get the fresh air. You smell the roses, the lilies and the flowers that are outside there so that your body can feel rejuvenated from what is happening in the inside. You get in fresh air. There is square pattern on which you should breathe so that your system can get enough air that can help you in relaxing. The pattern goes whereby you breathe in for 4 seconds, then you hold for 4 seconds, then you breathe out for 4 seconds, then you hold for 4 seconds. That helps a lot to get a lot of air in your system, in which it clears up your system. And then in the NEWSTART, we also have R, which stands for rest. When you are under stress, you should get sufficient time to rest, both during the day and during the night. Make sure that your sleeping pattern is not destroyed so that you can have that pattern that is nice when you are going to sleep. Lastly, we have trust in God. And this is so powerful. God knows you. He heard what you could not hear. He saw what you could not see. And he also stood where you cannot stand. So he understands why you're going through that particular steps. You should lean on his arms. You know, when Jesus was on the cross, he cried, "Why, Father, have you forsaken me?" But God had not forsaken him. It was the weight of sin that he felt was too heavy for him. And when he died, he committed his spirit to God, meaning that he had trusted in God completely. So you should put your trust in God. God understands why you're going through that, and he knows your pain, and he has said he will walk with you even in the valley of the shadow of death. So you should trust in God because he understands you and he made you. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, and to share with your friends. Bye bye.